that they be removed from the board.
Okay. Well, in
And
this
then a
case, I
second
make,
and then a vote.
okay. So can we start the meeting and then I make the motion or?
Yeah,
Yes, you should start the
Okay.
meeting.
Okay.
okay.
By the way,
Okay.
I'm missing a cup of your coffee and a donut right now.
Well, let's hope the next, maybe the next meeting
I
or
hope.
pretty soon
hope.
we will be able to host the meeting in person.
At the first meeting that is live, I am going to really enjoy that ride to Santa Ana that I don't normally think about. But everything we do for the first time is going to have a new, like tasting of ripe fruit for the first time.
Yes.
And
I miss the hugs.
I remember hugging all of you and I really miss that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, then thanks everybody for being joining the meeting, and let's start the, the meeting. Excuse me. So let's, did everybody receive the minutes from last meeting, December 18? It was mailed and okay, okay. Well,
Yes.
Yes.
all right.
I move
Thank you.
we approve the minutes as presented.
Second?
Second,
Yes.
motion pass.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so let's start with my report. So so for the people that don't have information, excuse me, don't have information about the murals that we are planning to do this year, Moises Camacho, we're signing a contract with him to do a mural in the alley between Bush and Main Street. So I signed contract with him yesterday, and he's ready to start the work. And I don't know if Moises is there, so he can make a comment. Or Moises, is he there? Are you there?
I don't see him in the meeting.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, he's ready to go. So at the next 2 weeks, he will have all the project presented to us, so we can approve it. Then go ahead with the mural. I'm still need to get the contract signed by the property owners, myself, Rhodes, George Henson, from Rhodes Pawn Shop, and also from Mr. Fogleman, Norberto Fogleman, that's his name, from El Rincon restaurant. So I will be getting that signed this week. So
Okay.
we'll have everything ready to go.
Raul.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Alfredo, two things. I had a chance, thank you for sharing the proposed contract with me. I had a chance to review it. I felt that it contained all the proper clauses, but more importantly, I wanted to make sure that we had all the property owners sign the contract. That's critical, okay?
Right.
That way,
Yes.
that way we know that we're working as a team and everybody agrees, okay? So that's
exactly.
one.
Yes.
The second thing is that do we need to make a motion to approve the contract at this time or not?
Yes.
Mr. Solomon? Hello, Mr. Solomon? Are
I
you
think
there?
we need to approve. I think we need to approve it on record.
Yes, that's correct. Any contract should be approved by the full board.
Okay, so anybody make a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
I do.
The contract, as soon as I have it signed by the rest of the property owners, I will bring it to the board so they can look at it and approve it. And we still, so right now we are approving the contract for the mural. And is there any second?
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Anybody opposed? No, thank you.
I don't think so.
Okay, so, but I also want to thank Kim. She did a great job. She helped me out with the contract and her father, and thank you so much, Kim, for doing that, and Alfredo also for taking a look also at the contract, and just to make sure, I want to make sure that everybody's it's covered and there's no issues later.
Well, happy to help, and I appreciate that you care and making sure things about, liability and those types of things are really important. So you were doing a great job. So, happy to help.
Thank you, and thank you your father also, please.
I did, and he loves this stuff, so he can kind of hopefully we can start using him even more.
Excellent,
Keep him
excellent.
working.
Huh?
Say keep him working.
Yeah. Okay, so the next item, it's elections. So we have Kim Taffer, Amezcua, McNair, and Yanez for election. So we are going to remove, we have to vote to remove Mrs. Garay and Serpas. Serpas, I know she told me that she was not going to be able to be anymore on the board. So, and Garay,
Mrs. Garay has not responded, so.
So let's vote to remove them.
I make a motion to remove from Santa Ana Business Council Board, Sonia Garay and Lila Serpas.
Second.
Okay, any objections? Any comments?
Raul?
Yes.
Yeah, every time that we have people who have served on our board and contribute for a certain amount of time, I would recommend that you send them a letter, a thank you letter of
We are gonna do that.
appreciation. Okay, so that would be my only comment.
Thank you, Al. We are going to do that. I think that's also part of the procedure of the board members. Yeah, but thank you, Al. Okay, so
Now we go to the elections.
now we go to the elections. Is Mike Hussein there?
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I am here.
Thank you, Mike, for joining the meeting. I think Mr. Solomon doesn't know you yet, but I'd like to introduce you to all the board members one more time, Mike, and so they know who you are and why you want to join the association, be part of the board. Could you please tell us why you joining the association, please?
Yes, I'll be delighted.
Thank you.
My name is Mike Hussein. I have moved to downtown Santa Ana from Anaheim. I have a legal office on 4th Street. I moved about 8 years ago, or almost, 8.5 years ago in 2012. And I've been there ever since. So I got to know a lot of people in downtown Santa Ana, including Raul. And we talk just about every day. I've known a lot of the old timers, Walter Cha, Alfredo Amezcua, Manuel Pena. He passed away a few years ago, and a few others. And I've been in contact with a lot of these people to stay in touch and be on top of the issues concerning Santa Ana and downtown Santa Ana as well. So I'm really interested in participating and contributing to whatever I can do to help in downtown Santa Ana.
Thank you, Mike. Welcome.
Thank you.
Does everybody approve Mr. Mike?
Yes, I
Yes.
on the record, I would like to make a motion to accept the nomination of Mike Hussein to the Santa Ana Business Council Board of Directors.
Thank you.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion pass. Welcome one more time, Mike.
Thank you so much.
You're very
Forward to
welcome.
working with you.
We'll be glad to have you on the board.
Thank you.
And
Mr.
work-
Mr. President, Alfredo here. I'd like to move
Yes.
that we re-elect member Topfer, Amezcua, McNair, and Yanez to another 3-year term.
I think the only one that it's eligible for 3 years is me, Al. And
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
rest-
Okay. I apologize.
I think that's what it is. If I'm wrong, please can Senora Yanez, if you have information there. Different.
I don't, and actually, we actually contact the UCI Law School to guide us through the process. I think Kim and Mrs. Daphne Amezcua and McNair are for, I don't remember, it's either 2 years or 1 year, I don't remember. That's why we needed help, and we learned by Mrs. Carey that Mrs. Solomon was coming on board. So I really don't know. I am all confused on the elections.
I think it's for 3 years now.
Mr. Salomon, are you still there?
I'm here. I may have to jump off as soon as the music stops and the judge comes on the line. But I suggest that you approve it for the designated term, and we will get back and figure it all out.
That's a good suggestion, Alfredo here.
Okay, so the first year was for 1 year, a board member, and then the next election would be for 3 years. Now, I just found the information.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so for instance, Raul, for instance, myself, I've only been 1 year, so this new term will be for 3 years. Is that
For
correct?
3 years. For 3 years,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
Thank you. I so move for a vote.
Okay.
Could I just make one comment?
Of course. Go
I
ahead.
had been noted as an honorary board member. So would this make me an official board member? Do we still want me just to be an honorary member? Like, just to clarify.
Well, you are, Senora. She was.
I think you can be a board member. I thought that.
Typically, people associated with big institutions like SAUSD would stay as an honorary non-voting member in a business improvement district.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you for the
I'm
information.
happy to stay serving as an honorary board member. I would like to. I just wanted to clarify about that.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you. Welcome.
Welcome.
So all those,
Thanks, Brian.
so I move for election, vote.
Okay. Who, I need a motion to pass that.
I so move.
Okay, so can I make a motion to tell me the wording? Tell me the wording.
Wait, I have a quick question. I was just curious. So in this voting process, are we going to do formal invitations to new people to come on the board? And then are we also, is there the opportunity for people to put in for new designations?
Yes.
Okay.
But today, if I may, Raul, today we are electing the 4 new board members, and then we probably need to have a discussion as to how many more members we need to add to the board.
Okay. Okay, so we'll discuss that some other time. I mean, for new board members, that we are gonna get some other time, not right now. Right now, you're right. Right now we have to vote for the members that we are reelecting right now. And right.
So I make a motion to re-elect the 4 members that have been put on the agenda.
Okay, any second? Any discussions?
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion pass. I have one more thing. Mrs. Alvarez is there. It's also joining the meeting right now. She is. I invite her to join the meeting. And are you there, Veronica?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can you please welcome Veronica? Welcome joining the meeting. This is Veronica. Veronica, can you tell us who you are and why are you want to be a board member for Santa Ana Business Council?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Veronica, and I want to be in the group for the council because I have one small business on Forest Street for almost 18 years, and I'm very interested to help wherever I can in the group.
Thank you.
Bienvenida, Verónica.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's great, Raul, that she's interested. I think now the question is, do we need? Can we make a motion to elect her today as well, or do we want to hold off until next meeting?
No, we're gonna elect it today.
I think she's a great candidate for our organization. She's in the bridal business and quinceañeras. Right. She will be replacing Serpas, Lydia Serpas. I think she will be a very good board member. And so, I like to make a motion, and I need a second to have her and welcome her.
Alfredo Amezcua, I second the motion as well.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Veronica, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sí, Verónica.
Gracias.
Thank you so much, Veronica. So you can join for the Santa Ana Business Council.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be glad to have you, Veronica.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, the next item, it's a budget amendment for the parking revenue. So Senora.
I wanted to tell you the financials and tell you about this amendment, being the fact that we will probably get maybe half of it at the end of the year, but it is under my financials reports. So if I may, I can jump in right now.
Go ahead.
Okay, did everybody receive, I sent you several documents yesterday. I sent you the profit and loss condensed, and if somebody wants the detail, just ask me for it. I'll also send you the budget that we prepared at the end of last year for these 2021. And I also sent you the last page. It was the Santa Ana Business Council actual, pending, and projected revenue. You should have it there. Do you? Everybody has it?
Yes. Can you cover that by itself, Señora, por favor?
Sí, yes. right now, in our bank accounts, including the BEAD money, the parking revenue money, the grants money, and the OCTA money, we have 132,000. I'm gonna go just by rounded numbers. And then we also have pending invoices to be, they are scheduled to be in our account at the end of the month for another 63,000 from, this is from the BEAD money for last year.
This is
Now-
money that is coming into the organization.
Yes, for the BEAD money at the end of the month. That money exists already in invoices that have not been paid to us by the city. But the money exists in the account. So that's coming in. Now, the projected for 2021, I don't know if anybody, if all of you know that the parking revenue money has been taken away from us for the moment. And then we don't know how much we'll be receiving from the BID money. The BID money is the licenses from the businesses. The parking revenue is what comes out of the parking structures. So being in that situation, I only project to receive from the merchants only 50,000 instead of 1,000 that we usually get. Also from the parking, as of right now, they removed that funding, but talking with Mayor Sarmiento, he said that he will look into it in about 3 months and review it and try to shift expenses to the general fund, like Julie's salary or the policeman's salary or something like that, to be able to have that money again restated in our accounts. And this happened to Downtown Inc. and to us. Now, the grant money.
Hold on, okay. Ma'am, can I ask you a question, please?
Sure.
Again, I don't have the history or the background on the organization, but did we ever have a contract signed between the city and us regarding the parking revenue? A contract?
Yes. Is it a contract, Ryan?
So
Ryan?
we have a contract and it has to be renewed every year, and it gets renewed in December. So what happened was they did not renew the contract this December, and we are now advocating for them and in discussions with city council and staff to review it at the end of February to see if there's parking revenue. And if so, they'll bring it back to the table to be approved and start giving us funding in July after the city's fiscal year starts. So we're advocating to council, explaining this, and we suggest that all of you tell that story, that this revenue's been cut and we're really looking to increase the revenue with bringing more bodies into downtown in a safe way at this time, so that that funding can be re-implemented as soon as possible, which is the mid-year new fiscal year.
Ryan, may I ask you a question, please? This is Alfredo.
Absolutely, yes.
Ryan, is there a meeting coming up for any final discussions? Are you suggesting that we have a meeting with maybe the city manager or with the mayor or somebody, so we can make sure that they are going to take care of us here on this particular situation with the parking?
Yeah, we're meeting with the new councilmen. The next one I think is Jonathan Hernandez and Jesse Lopez, so that they all understand what's occurred and what we're hoping for, which is that outcome. And any conversations you have with your contacts at the city is a great time to remind them, how important this is. But the principal advocacy points are the ones that I outlined.
Yeah, Raul, can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Let me suggest that for the meeting that is coming up, that maybe you can attend if possible, and maybe myself and maybe another member of the council. I happen to know most of the council members very well, and I want to make sure that a meeting, an appropriate meeting can take place, so they can know exactly what the kind of a needs that we have. So if we do have a meeting coming up with 2 or 3 of the city council people, I would suggest that maybe get 1 or 2 of us to be present with you, Raul.
I totally agree with that. Yeah, yeah. I like to
So
be there.
Ryan, can you keep us informed, and can you work with Raul and make sure that on our consultant to make sure that we have a meeting time and a date ahead so we can plan to be there, please?
That's a great idea, and Madeline's actually taken the lead on this, so she has the dates, and she'll keep us all roped in, and I'll bring a Downtown Inc. board member or 2, and I think that's a really great idea.
Okay, thank you, Madeline. Can you take care of that?
You're welcome.
Yes.
Okay, let us know in advance, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Al. Okay, so going back to the budget, Senora, I'm really concerned about the budget. I think, well, first of all, I wanna tell you that the budget that you sent yesterday is very, very, very well covered. We will be fine this year with all the money that we have, but I think next year, because we're not receiving 100% of the bid revenue and also the parking revenue, I think next year we will have problems with the budget. The way we are spending money this year, I think next year we're gonna start with 0 money, and we won't have it.
Raul, let me interrupt you. It has never happened. We always keep one at least $50,000 to $60,000 in reserve to start the new year. We have always done it. We are an organization that started with $100,000 for several years, and we always managed to have and to grow our. Now we're growing our programming, so we're spending more. That's for sure. But I would have to be very pessimistic if I say that we will not receive even the $50,000 for bid or the $50,000 for parking. I mean, I'm just being very, very cautious about it, but I don't foresee this thing happen. I'm on the optimistic side, and pandemic will, I mean, I think I don't know. I think we'll be fine by the middle of the year, and we started already. You've seen it already. We need to be optimistic about it, but in the worst case scenario, we have this year to work $300,000.
This year, Senora, but next year, but next year, we cannot count for money that we don't have this year.
I know, yeah, but this is projected. That's why I put that item. So let's say you have 296,000. So
we have over $100,000 in salaries right now, and so if we don't get the full, if we get 50,000 and 50,000, we only want to have $100,000 next year. And we have over, the way we're spending money right now, we're gonna be short money because we have over $100,000 in salaries. So I'm looking at this way, the expenses that we have right now, and I don't know if anybody else sees that we're not getting enough money next year, and we're gonna be in trouble. I'm just saying that because, I'm sorry? That's my concern, Senora.
I don't share that concern with you. With all due respect, I don't share that concern with you.
Okay.
We are very cautious on spending the money. And yes, we have a little bit over 100,000 in salaries and for our staff, but we need to pay in order to have things done. Things don't go for free. And they are the ones that move things and shake things up in the downtown.
No, I totally,
Without them, there's no way why are we even exist? I mean, really, we need to pay. So nobody's going to do stuff for us for free.
I know.
I have a comment, if I may.
Go ahead.
Well, again, without any history of boards involvement in this particular area, specifically of the budget, I think there are several questions. I had several questions as well. And here's my suggestion. I don't think if we reset this for the next meeting, I don't think it will be any problems for anybody or even for our budget. But I think a special meeting or maybe a task force lead by you, Raul, to meet to discuss the details of the budget and then possibly make some proposed changes. Or if nothing else, come back to our next board meeting and suggest, look, we looked at this, we looked at that, and we think that we're going to make a little bit of changes here, maybe a little changes there, but here's our proposal. I think just us discussing the budget as it stands right now, given the fact that there are some significant changes of revenue, I think it's probably, my suggestion would be to postpone the approval until next meeting, assign or see who would be willing to volunteer to be in a special committee between now and next board meeting, and then bring back the proposed budget with specific recommendations.
I like to have the meeting, and I was gonna thank you for saying that, Al. I had the same thing in mind to do, and I like to have a committee and go through line by line and adjust the budget. I know that it's very important to us to do that, to be very careful how we spend the money. Can I count on you to be on the committee?
Who are you asking? Me, myself?
Yes.
Yes, I'll be more than happy, but I think we should have maybe 2 or 3 other members as well. Raul.
Oh yeah, of course, totally, yeah.
Can I make a comment, Raul?
Go ahead, yeah.
You know, I know that we are in a very difficult spot. The city of Santa Ana, obviously budgetary wise, you know, the pandemic has been very hard hit. There's been very little help from Washington. I do think this, though, I think this is a very dynamic situation that could change dramatically within the next 9 months. I think that the city's situation may change month by month and may get better. There may be bad news too. I think it would maybe be prudent to do small cuts now and keep evaluating and keep our dialogue up with the city. I would hate to make any dramatic decisions based on today's picture, only because it is so dynamic. You know, the Biden's proposing a $1.7 trillion, you know, budget. Now we have the Senate. You know, there could be a lot of money coming from Washington into the cities. That could change their situation drastically. The parking revenue may go up astronomically in the last quarter because people have been so pent up and they're ready to get out. We could have a wonderful December. So a lot can change. I think we need to be, I guess the word nimble. We need to keep an eye on the ball. We may have to do major cuts for next year, or we may not. So I would hate to make any long-term decisions, you know, maybe small cuts and keep evaluating and keep meeting. That would just be my proposal.
Thank you, Kim.
Can I make a comment as well? You know, something to note is our budgets are actually supposed to zero out at the end of the year. So the city council actually asked in the December meeting, how much money did we not spend from the bid and merchant funds? Because if we don't spend all our money, they're going to not even allocate those amounts anymore. So we are supposed to spend this money in the year it's received as part of our agreements for receiving the money. And then OCTA, the other big revenue source we have, any unspent money in those accounts will be returned actually to OCTA in April 2022. So we have a high pressure to figure out how to shuffle and keep moving forward with the challenges that are being thrown to us. And I think, you know, getting that revenue merchant account re-secured in July is critical, because that really stabilized our organizations with quarterly payments from the city of $25,000. And our budgets are really well split between those two revenue streams. And so not having one leg of the stool is really throwing us for a loop. But we should be spending all of our bid revenues, all of our, and by the end of this year, and all of our OCTA revenues have to be spent by April 2022, or they go back.
Oh my goodness, Alfredo here, Ryan. Thank you so much for sharing that. Are we aware of that, folks? That we
Yes,
needed
we
to
are.
do that?
Yes, we are.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we
Well,
are.
but we
Yes,
have
we
not.
are.
I have not heard this on any of our board meetings.
Yes,
At
and
least that I.
I've been telling them that we need to spend the money. We do need to spend the money.
Well,
It is what it is. And grants are the same way. We are receiving grants and we need to spend the money. We cannot keep the money for the grants.
Right. Okay. Well, I think Ryan's comment is makes it even more tougher and more necessary to meet and discuss the details of what is it that we have right now, what is it that we can essentially spend on arrears, and then possibly then move forward with a new proposed budget to the board and also to the city council and to the OCTA. So Raul, again, I would recommend that we put together a small special group and then come back at the next board meeting.
Alfredo,
Okay.
this is one of the reasons that advocacy that I had, I don't know why it's echoing, for a strategic plan is important for our board, because we get to break down the buckets of where we spend money, and it gives directionality to my position so that I can make sure that I'm doing things within those parameters.
Hi, my name is Juan Cha. I have a comment
Go ahead.
I have to try to have a accept to Alfredo Amezcua, and he fully understand. I just received from the statement from the Claudia about 2 days ago. So now I have to review and then and more concern on how we're gonna spend that money, or what is our budget for the next years. So we need the time to figure it out. So we need to, I have a recommend to, I need to special special meeting for the board meetings, and then we can consider. And I have to this project to try to get a postponed, maybe about next week or 2 weeks later. That's my comment.
Thank you, Walter. Let's talk next week, and let's make us a day so we can meet and discuss all this.
Well, Raul.
Yes.
Raul, two things. Okay. We can either meet as a board and have a special meeting. Okay. Usually that takes a little longer. It also kind of covers a lot more issues. I would rather have a special small committee, whoever wants to participate, and then discuss the budget by itself. But I think the point that has been raised about making sure that we have a strategic plan for this year makes a heck of a lot of sense. And I'm sure that you guys been doing this every year, but I'm not sure that we can do both at the same time. I kind of rather, in my recommendation would be to review the budget first and then bring a proposal and then tie that in with the strategic plan, perhaps at a special board meeting. And for that special board meeting, I don't know if we can do it in person, probably not, but I think we definitely need to plan what is it that we want to do for this year, what resources do we have in order to get it done, and what accomplishments we're looking forward by the end of the year. We need to do that.
Okay, so let's plan the meeting for next week if everybody's available. And I also like to know if anybody else would like to join to be part of the meeting. Walter,
Yes, I do. Hi.
Señora Arellanes,
Yes,
Arturo.
Yes.
Okay, so let's set a day for next week. If anybody can assist to the meeting, maybe Wednesday or Thursday next week. Let's talk about the date. So after the meeting, and does everybody agree on that, or you want to set the date right now?
Yeah, no, I think that let's go ahead and agree on the group, which we already have, and
Okay.
then let's have Madeline call us or send us some proposed dates, and then we'll go from there. Now, the purpose of that group would be to review the budget,
Right.
a proposed budget, as well as bring a recommendation to our next board meeting as to what we need to do to approve the budget and to move forward. Correct?
Right. Correct.
Okay. All right. Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Al. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then Raul, before
Yes.
we forget, I apologize. Okay.
No problem. Go ahead.
Then after the next board meeting, perhaps we can put the strategic plan on the agenda item so we can discuss what we need to do, how we need to do it, and what kind of steps we need to take. Because I
Perfect.
think that the strategic plan is critical.
Yes, it is.
Is everybody okay with that?
perfect.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Alfredo.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay. Is Julie there?
I don't
No.
see her.
Is Julie there?
I
Magdalena?
don't see her.
It's not
Okay.
here.
Oh,
That's Robin.
did she just say she's there?
No,
It
that's
said
Robin.
she's not here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
looking at the
not-
list of participants
Okay.
and she's not here.
Okay, she's not there. Okay. So moving to the next item, it's the board meeting. It's at the last page for all the meetings.
Yes,
It's there. Okay, so everybody can have it and know.
That's fine.
When the meetings are going to be from now on. And okay, and moving to the next, so Julie's not there, so,
no, you still have discussion for additional 5,000 for Boca de Oro.
yes, but I was looking to see if there was anybody else. Do we have the police there? Maybe they have something to report.
They're not here either.
They're not there. Okay. Okay. So let's move to the next item, which it's Boca de Oro. Magdalena requested $10,000 and also for Boca de Oro additional $10,000. And we Santa Ana SABC sponsor $7,000 or $7,200 for Boca de Oro, or $6,500. Is it $6,500, Magdalena?
It's around.
No, every year you put $5,000 into this event.
But this year was a little more, wasn't it? Like,
This year I'm requesting more because we have the extenuating circumstance of getting a platform that's expensive, so that we can host
but
this.
my question was, Magdalena, we sponsor $6,500 for this event, plus the grant money.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Boca de Oro is supposed to be Santa Ana Business Council's signature event in the same way that Downtown Inc. has Savor.
Okay,
Our board puts in the least amount of money, 6% of the budget for this event, and all of the rest of the funds are diversified between grants, private donors, etc. And most of those donors put in much more money than we do, which is like $15,000, $25,000. Our board every year for 5 years, this is our 5th year of the event, has put in $5,000. The city usually puts in $5,000, but since last year it started going down, the city put in $3,000 last year. And this year we haven't asked the city because of the fact that we've been told by Julie that they are broke.
And the school district puts in a significant amount toward this event because it's in partnership with Santa Ana Business Council and the Business Improvement District.
Right.
The event itself is $98,000. It's been at $100,000 mark for the last few years. We've been bringing in that money from everyone. And what we're asking for is out of our marketing budget for OCTA, that the board add $10,000 to help us with the platform.
Okay.
The platform costs $17,000. I raised the rest of that money by community engagement.
And that was $10,000 from the grant for community engagement, wasn't it?
No, community engagement is giving me $15,000. Our board, I'm asking if it will put $10,000 from our marketing budget into this platform.
I have a question, Raul, please.
Go ahead, Al.
Magdalene, do you have, we don't have in front of me the details of the money that has come in and the money that has been spent. Do you have that handy by any chance? Because this is the first time that I hear that it's $100,000 program.
Yeah, the program is $100,000. The city puts in, I mean, the district puts in almost like 50 grand. And that's for all the positions. There's over 40,000 people that have come to this event, and it crosses the district.
No, I understand. I know that the program, but I'm just asking you, do we have?
Yes, we do.
We don't have that handy right now, right?
No, I can send you a copy of that budget.
Yeah, I think that, given the circumstances and the discussions that we're having, I mean, I think it's probably appropriate for us to have the layout of the expenses and the sources of revenue, and then of course maybe at the bottom of that page, maybe one comment as to the reason for the additional $10,000. The circumstances of the event have changed, because we don't get that many people out there we will not be able to get a lot of people out into the streets of our downtown area. It's probably going to be done this year in kind of a zooming computered pickup, and so I personally like to see more details as to why we need $10,000 and what is it that we can do with only $5,000 as we would as has been proposed. So that would be my recommendation.
Thank you, Al.
Can I make it? Oh,
who was
Raul,
that?
when you get a chance, can I make a comment as well?
Of course, yeah. Let me say, and then you'll go, Kim. Thank you. I'm just concerned that this event, it's a great event, no doubt about it. I like it because it's a different event. It brings another level of people to the downtown. I'm just concerned that this time it's a very expensive event that is going to be virtual, and it's going to bring 0 people to the downtown. But other than that, it's a great event, no doubt about it. My concern also is that every year the event is getting more expensive. This year it went up. I think it's about $12,000 more. I never got a copy. I asked Madeline for a copy of the budget for this event, and I didn't get it. So I asked her more than once, and I didn't get it. What I got, Magdalena, when I asked you last time, you sent me a copy of a contract that you signed with somebody for a contract that you signed. With it was either $5,000 or $10,000 that a contract that you signed with somebody.
You should
That's
have
all I
received
got.
2 budgets, Raul, from me.
Huh?
I sent you the budget. I did send it 2 times. And I also sent you, I'm not sure what the contract you're describing is.
I
but
didn't
you hadn't received it.
Magdalena, I didn't get it. I don't know if I missed it, but I didn't get it. That's why I asked you last time I talked to you to send me a copy of the budget. I didn't get it. I got a copy of an invoice that you signed with somebody. It was $5,000 or $6,000.
We did get the budget. Can you please just tell us, Marilyn, when did you send it to us? You sent it to Raul and me, and I don't know if several others.
Yeah, yes, I will. Maybe I can pull it up right now.
Well, let me ask you this, but when do we need to have this additional funding to the Boca de Oro program?
The truth is that we need to decide today, because we are in production and we're almost getting to the event. It's going to be March, but we have everything happening right now. We have 2 amazing keynote speakers, which is drawing both regional audience and local audience. And
Again, via Zoom, right?
it is via a platform called Cvent. And
Okay.
the thing is that we have a keynote panel that has all of our electeds in it. We have one of the, I mean, the full logistics of the whole program. I'd love to just create a fact sheet for you guys and send it to you so that you have all of the details and that budget.
Well, let me ask you this. For purposes, again, if we're getting so close, it's too bad that we're discussing, this additional funding at this stage of the time. Now, let me ask you this: if we were to approve the $5,000 today, that's not going to delay anything at this particular time, correct?
It's not going to what?
Delay anything, any steps that you're taking in order to make the program, right?
Could I offer something too?
Yeah.
We're sorry that it's late. The challenge has been, how do we pivot from this massively huge downtown event that we've had in the past to still keep it going for its 5th year, to make it a sustainable ongoing event, but also pivot to do it digitally. And it's taken us a minute to figure those details out, longer than we had hoped. So that's why it's a little bit hard, because everything is moving so quickly, but by the same token, it's taken us a while to work out a lot of the logistics, because it's an online conference basically that we're doing.
Yeah, Robin. By the way, Robin, this is Alfredo. Once again, thank you for your participation. I know the school district is very, very much interested. I've talked to my daughter Valerie, and she loves the program and all that. Okay,
she's been a panelist and stuff too.
Yeah, and the point is that we got to be careful in our budget. And so, and I know that the change from attendance to virtual is very significant, okay? But I think Raul's point is well taken, is that this is the kind of a program that we have been hoping for the last 5 years to bring people to the downtown area, which it has tremendously, because I've attended, I think, most of those events. But now with this conference, virtual conference, it's a little different, okay? So there may be a way. Let me share this with you again, and I'm not part of the planning. There may be a way that maybe throughout the program, maybe we can highlight 2 or 3 of the businesses, from the downtown.
That's exactly what we're doing, Alfredo.
Okay, hold on,
we're
man.
doing advertisements.
Beautiful. That way, even though they're not going to be there in person, they know that if I need something, I can go to downtown on 4th Street or 3rd Street, whatever. So I think that's great. I'm glad. But so my question, let me ask you. So my question is that if we just approve the $5,000 right now, just for the purposes of moving forward, that's not going to create a problem for the budget, right, Madeline?
Well, no, it's not a problem.
Okay, all
Isn't
right.
it 10,000? She's asking
No,
for 10,000.
Yeah, she's asking for 10,000, and Raul is suggesting, and I agree with him without knowing all the budget and all that at this particular time, we just approve 5,000. And then, once we bring the information, once Madeline gives us additional information, hopefully we can put it back on the agenda for the next meeting so we can move forward.
I do
And I
agree
just
with
like,
that.
oh, sorry.
I'm
I'll-
sorry. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Robin.
this one try.
Walter, let Robin go, and then you, Walter. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to offer that we are planning on creating promotional materials of like families with products from the downtown. We want to do
Excellent.
product placement and to show promotional, because we still want to keep our businesses promoted through this event. So we're getting very creative.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Robin. Walter, go ahead.
Well, right now, then I agree for what's all talking about it. We have to prove for the $5,000, and then to Marlene submit for the all the plan and budget and what is the features, and then to everything is we them to submit, and then to we have to prove, and then to we concerning for the $5,000 to $10,000. So at this moment, we have to try to get the proof for the $5,000. That's my concern.
Thank you, Walter.
Can I
Raul?
make a comment,
Go ahead, Al.
Raul?
Kim,
The one thing I would just like to
Go
step
ahead.
back
Go
for a
ahead,
moment and just take a big picture of just the enormous success Boca del Oro has been for our organization in the downtown and the schools. It's focused on everything positive in our communities, and it's something we should be very proud of that Madeline has put together. And I know that you all are in agreement with this. But I do think when one of our own who has sacrificed so much, hours and hours and hours of volunteer time with Robin and Madeline, and they come to us in a moment of need and say, this is something we need to make this year work. I think it's important as a board that we back our members and we trust them that if they say they really need something, especially with something that has been so successful for the downtown and will only continue to grow, that we back our people, we trust them, and we give them the money they ask for. And I do feel strongly about that. And that's my only comment.
Thank you, Kim. I see it a little bit different. My point of view is that this is not a secret doing this event, but I think when because this is everything we're doing is public, and when businesses, people that pay to the bid, they're gonna find out about this event that is gonna be virtual, and it's not gonna bring any customers to the downtown. My concern is how we're going to explain to them that the event was so expensive, and they're putting money to the event, and we're just going to have a lot of complaints from the businesses. But that's my point of view. But I don't take away that the event is really good. I think it's a great event. My only concern is that it's going to be virtual. And again, it's not going to bring any customers the day of the event. And it's going to be very short event, 4 or 5 hours the most. And it's a very expensive event, but that's my point of view. And I respect everybody else comment. It's very valid. Yes.
Raul?
Yes.
Just one final comment. I think your point is well taken, and board members, we need to take in concern Raul's comments because it makes a lot of sense. But one thing that I'm impressed, and this is the first time I heard it, is that they're going to have some announcements as part of the program to highlight some of the services and some of the products that our downtown businesses folks are bringing to our community. So that's good. But at this particular time, unless there's any other discussion, I would like to make a motion, if I may. to
Go
approve-
ahead,
to
go ahead.
approve-
Hold on.
Oh, señora, go
Before,
ahead.
yes,
Sorry.
before you make the motion, I just wanted to comment. I totally agree with Kim Tafner. And we need to trust our staff and our board member, in this case is Robin McNair and Madeline Spencer, who are doing this. This is, let me remind you all, this is our signature event. This is the one. This year has been unprecedented because of the pandemic. But on the other side, you're talking about money from the merchants. This is not money coming out of the merchants, Raul. This is money coming out of OCTA that we haven't spent, that we have to spend. So it will not affect anything. This is money not from the merchants. The merchants are not paying a dime on this. Aside from the $5,000 that we usually assign for the event. But again, there's a lot of organizations that are really embracing this event, and we are the ones that take credit on it.
Okay. Ms. Arellano?
And we really need to support our staff. They are doing the work. They are facing challenges as they go. It's something you cannot predict everything, and in this case, that everything is unprecedented. It's even harder. I just wanted to say, I go for the 10,000. Personally, I go for the 10,000. I think they need. I know they need it, and we just have to be there for the people that are doing the work for us.
Ms. Arellanes, Raul, one more
Yes,
comment.
go ahead. Al.
Well, thank you for, again, sharing some information that we had no idea. Many of us did not have an idea. We didn't know which source of funding would this come into and all that. And that's why it's so important that whenever we do, in fact, I'm kind of a picky, with all the respect to all of you, but I think we have the responsibility to spend all the money that comes into the organization in the best possible way to benefit our members. Benefit our members, okay? And so if it's come from this source or that source, I don't have no problem, but we definitely need to know that. That's why I was asking Madeline to provide us with the budget and itemization, not only the revenue, but also how we're going to be able to spend it. So I'm not proposing that we close our doors for the $10,000. I'm proposing that for purposes of today, that we approve the $5,000, have Madeline send us the information that we're requesting, and then put this discussion back on the table at the next meeting to see if we want to take it any further. So that would be my recommendation, Mr. President.
Thank you. I want to add a little more to this. I think that this event with the budget that Magdalena and Robert McNair had, it was when they found out that they were going to need more money, they should have come to us, with plenty of time to think about this and how to get more money. We do have the money, but the point is that we have the money, but we didn't have the money to plan for this. They already had a budget for that. When they found out that they were short, they should have done. They should adjust the budget, not add more to the event.
Every year,
that's my
Raul,
only concern.
we have different extenuating circumstances. When we had rain, we had to come up with a rain contingency plan for Boca de Oro.
I totally agree with that, but
this is exactly the
timing.
same kind of thing. It's not any different. It came up, we were waiting and working with multiple people to try and figure out how much a platform would cost.
Mhm.
Also, a couple other things. This is a 3-day event over a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday. It has a keynote speaker who is under the president. It's one of the best ones we've ever had, which draws attention to downtown. we have over 20 to 30 commercials for downtown merchants that we had taken in our board to be able to showcase what our merchants are. And we were going to tie in that people do pickup and delivery from downtown the whole day during the event for
But
3
Evelyn,
full days.
you've never said that to any of us. I mean, I have not, listen to me. This is the first time that I hear this, okay? And I appreciate what you're doing. And believe me, the school district loves this program. And I've been talking to the couple of board members. They want to do that. But Raul is correct. Why do we wait until the last minute to come in with this proposal? So my suggestion is we can live with the $5,000 right now. You provide us with some additional detailed information. We'll come back and put it back on the agenda at the next board meeting.
Okay.
I agree. Let's make a motion to approve whatever money it's approved today, the $5,000, and let's check the budget, and maybe we come out on the next meeting with the next for the next $5,000.
I so move, Mr. President, and that we will request that as part of my motion that Madeline provide us with a detailed update on the program, including the itemization of the budget and the layout of the program with the days and the time, and then put it back on the agenda at the next board meeting, sir.
I second that.
With the approval of the $5,000, of course, yes.
Right. Any more discussions? So we will move on with the motion.
Yes, there's been a second already.
Aye.
Who made the motion? I'm sorry.
I did,
Okay,
and then someone seconded.
Okay, thank you. Who seconded?
Bobby,
Aye.
I didn't
I'm
hear.
on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Bobby.
Bobby second the motion for.
Yes,
No.
you did.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. There's so much echo that I got confused with. Who was
So now
talking.
we either ask for any more, I wouldn't have any more discussion, but I'd ask for the vote.
Yes.
Okay. So, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank
Aye.
you. Motion pass.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay.
Raul, I need to go to my court appearance, so I have to go. Okay, my friend?
Okay. Thank you, Al.
Thank you. We'll be in touch. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Sorry, guys. You guys, bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, let's move to the item 4. Julie, it's on 3, so she's not there. Magdalena, you're next. The January event report submitted through email reports.
Actually, I'm just going to give one update today because you guys received my progress report. And the thing that we did, which just happened yesterday, is we had all of the organizers in downtown come together, and we have now a schedule of days that folks can, that are on a calendar that folks will be programming the downtown. So we'll send you a copy of that calendar so you can see where we are right now. It was all updated last night and links were sent to the city. They wanted a event link for every single event happening. Our goal is to get our merchants to come together. We're not doing art walk. It's a fund that we haven't spent for the last year except for our online showcases. And right now we're trying to bring back programming so that there's more foot traffic in downtown to help with parking funding so that it raises. And that's completed.
Okay, thank you. Moving to the next item, Claudia Nafa is there?
Claudia Navarro was here, but she has the 2 kids online and in school. And again, she just wanted me to tell you that farmers market, they haven't done it for the last 2 weeks, but Christmas was very successful. They delivered pork ribs, barbecue pork ribs to the downtown. They were giving away tickets to the people that were actually buying and coming out of the stores with packages. They would give them a ticket to go and redeem it at the farmers market for the ribs, and also they did that. They did the same thing for the turkeys, and the maps also. They have been. Can you tell us about the maps? They have been distributing the maps, Claudia and Marisela, over the downtown, and it has created a very exciting because everybody wants it, and we didn't ask if right at the beginning if they wanted to advertise. They had to pay if they advertise in the map, but everybody said yes. So everybody that got the map, they are on board when we are ready to put the advertisement on the sides of the map and on the back of the map. But it has been very successful. Maddie, can you share something about that, please?
Yeah, we had so many people asking for a map that it's actually overwhelming. We're gonna have to do another run and people wanna purchase them. So Claudia is setting up a program where people can buy maps maybe for $5 at the farmer's market each week. And we also have a lot of merchants in downtown are saying, where's mine? So people are very excited about the map.
It look really, really good. I like it a lot. By the way, Ala Mezcua wants a couple of the maps. Do we still have?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Okay. Do you have them in the office, Senora, so I can stop by and get a couple?
I have them in my car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll send them to you.
Okay. Thank you.
I need to send Yolanda today to you to sign some checks. So.
I have some checks also.
Okay, good.
For you. Okay, so I guess that's our meeting. And do we have any more comments? No more?
I always love to hear any thoughts Ryan Smuller has. Any thoughts on all of this, Ryan?
Are you still there, Ryan?
Yes. Hi, guys. I wanted to appreciate all the work that Madeline is doing. We've been in touch constantly, and I know that she's working around the clock on dozens of projects for the Business Council and is really making huge impacts and giant waves. She's driving a lot of the ways that Downtown Inc. is working right now, a lot of the stuff that Julie is responding to. So, I'm disappointed that she didn't have everything in for Boca because I think that I've seen some of the budgets with that, and what's happened with that event is it is so successful that it's grown to be $100,000 event. And so she is working, I think, to keep your guys and investment really relevant to its benefit to downtown. I know that last year, Boca was the #1 driver of the traffic revenue, that event. And I think what they've done this year, they are going to probably be on the front page of the OC Register or, the calendar, Arts and Leisure section of LA Times. So I think when that comes back around, I hope the OCTA funds, can find support for that. But I understand the decision made today. So I just want to applaud her for all that work and applaud you guys all for sticking with this and keeping us motivated and excited and really hopeful that we're going to be able to figure everything out together. So I'm very optimistic.
Thank you, Ryan. I don't take anything away from what you said, Ryan, and also Magdalena, working so hard together with Robin about this event. I think it's a great event, like I said at the beginning, but it's just the circumstances, the way this happened at the last minute. I'm still positive that we have to go through the budget, and we're gonna see where can we get the money, the other $5,000. We're not out of the out of this yet. We still have to find out the other $5,000 and support the event as soon as possible. We need to get together this coming week and we'll find out the monies from some other lines in the budget, from the bid or from
Absolutely.
parking revenue. I know that we still have some money from the bid, and we will look into that, Magdalena. It's just that we have to do something right now, so you have your more money coming in, so you can expect us looking into the budget and finding those $5,000. I know we have it, but we already have a plan to spend it this year. We have to do some more. That's my point.
Raul,
Yes.
can I suggestion for the one things? You know, we have OCTA money, but we don't. Example, we spend money for the Boca. The Boca is what I like it, but no, we have a directory. So we talk about all the time. For instance, Santa Ana downtown have a directory. So we don't have a directory. So that is right now the Santa Ana downtown looks like a ghost town. That's why the OCTA, they pay for the budget for the in Santa Ana, the business council. So how come we can use and that budget to the Santa Ana downtown business directory? Is a Brian is a downtown, you know, the Brian and then to the Madeline, and they talk about it for the OCTA money, how we're gonna spend the money for that. So why now? Why don't you get a first step to Santa Ana downtown? There's a lot of bacon. An example, our property is a bacon too. Bacon is several years already. So the thing is thinking about it, but then OCTA, and then they have money to send it to us. Example, OCTA, they have a business. They put on the trolley in Santa Ana downtown. They already know in Santa Ana downtown business person how much they lose money. It's a COVID-19 and plus construction. So
Well,
thinking about
that was a really good idea about the directories, and that's the kind of thing that would be great, where board members say, you know, we need directories for downtown, and we put that in our strategic plan, and that becomes an allocated funding thing that we work on. It was the maps were asked for by Raul originally, and we got those maps done, and that's a very successful thing. So there's a lot of things that we need to know from the board members in order to really work on what we're doing with those funds. And right now, we're just staying stabilized with events that we've done in the past. And I would encourage everybody to come up with lists of things that they'd love to see, because we are supposed to be spending $25,000 a quarter on marketing for our downtown from OCTA funds. And over the past 3 quarters, we've spent about $27,000 in all, meaning we're not keeping up with the marketing that we should be doing each quarter for our downtown. So things like a directory would be a great thing to work on.
But Magdalena, we mentioned the directory last year. We were starting to work on it. What happened?
We have a guide that we created. A directory is the guide. It's completed. We were going to print it in a print form, but I was thinking when he said directory, actually external directories in the downtown, things that actually tell what everything is.
And
Yeah, the big ones, the ones that you put on the sidewalk and tells you, like in the mall.
You know, there are a lot of people, they talk about it. They come to us. Hey, where is a restaurant in chapter 1? Where is the restaurant for the in a playground? Where is it? Where is it? And we have, you know, the example, the business people, they talk about looks like we are the information desk. The people come in and they ask us. So of course we have to developing for the in Santa Ana downtown. So, but we have a Santa Ana Business Council is coming already for the more than 5 years. But how come we don't have a directory? Where is the 4th Street Market? Oh, you can go all the way down to the inn and the past Main Street. They have a 4th Street Market is in there. The people asking us, so we need to, this is urgent, to how we're gonna plan to Santa Ana downtown. We have a publicity. Yes, we need a publicity. We have a brokers. We have everything. But what about the merchants benefit? Example, OCTA, they know. Example, we pay for the per rent and $22,000 per month. But how we can get the business for the $22,000 for the pay the rent?
Well, that's why we need, that's why, if I may, that's why we need the strategic plan. And I may remind you all that Madeline has been asking for the past year, we need the strategic plan. We never came up to it. We did it once or twice, I remember, but we haven't done it. So this is great that now we're having next week, we're having the budget meeting, a committee meeting, and then we're having the strategic plan before the board meeting. So this is great steps, I think. And so everybody needs to bring their ideas and possible things, and then we get to decide which ones are we going forward with, which ones are we sticking to the year, so we can give direction to our staff.
Let's, Senora, let's have the director is also added to for next meeting.
Well, next meeting is the budget. Let's have, and then we have the strategic plan.
Yes, and we include the directory. This is the directory is something that we've been talking for years about it, and we haven't done anything. I think it would be great to have them in the downtown.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I think this was a great meeting. Thanks everybody for being at the meeting. I have to go to the downtown and open up my business.
Thank you, Raul, for setting all this up.
No, it's Magdalena's. She set up the meeting. And,
thank you. Thank you, Madeline.
Thank you. I hope everybody has a great year, and we hope that this year it's better for everybody.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Felicidades.
Felicidades a ustedes que ya se retiraron, ¿eh?
Oye, pero...
What I said, Kim,
Oye.
congratulations for them that they're already out of the business and retire.
Well, we're not retired. We're out of the business, but we're not retired.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Del primer piso al segundo piso ahora.
It looks like, Raul, we have 2 new students from UCI who are here today.
Oh, I didn't know, and they were not introduced. I didn't see them, and
they're still here. It's James and Alexandra. Did you guys want to introduce yourself?
Oh, of course, I like to meet them. I mean, I didn't know they were there, and they're going to be the ones that are going to be this year with us.
I believe so. James, do you want to introduce yourself and Alexandra?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, everyone. My name is James. Thank you so much for welcoming me to your organization. I'm a second-year law school student at UC Irvine Law, and I'm very interested in business law. And I'm, very excited to kind of learn more about your organization and to help you in any way that I can to the best of my abilities. Thanks.
Welcome, James. Thank you for being at the meeting.
Alexandra?
And Alexander?
Hi, I just go by Alex. I come from a longtime Orange County family dating back to the 1800s.
Oh, wow. Who would that be?
Hmm?
Who would that be in the 1800s? I know. Go ahead.
The Pryor family. I also, John Landell, he was one of the earliest judges of Orange County.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us, and welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope I can help out in any way I can. I previously worked at the Startup and Small Business Clinic last semester. So I'm glad to be working with the CED clinic this semester and help out in any way I can.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Welcome. Okay, so this meeting is adjourned at 10:01. So happy to see you everybody today.
Raul, do we have a date for the budget meeting next week?
Let's do it Wednesday or Thursday, señora.
Okay.
I mean, that would be my suggestion. If anybody else can attend to the meeting on Wednesday, just let us know. Magdalena is going to schedule the meeting. I'm okay for Wednesday or Thursday, either day, but it has to be in the morning. Like, you know, if we can start at 8 o'clock, just in case if we go, you know, over time, like, because I need to go to work.
Okay.
Magdalena, can you schedule the meeting, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. See you.